Hey, welcome to CBSI Presents Tales from the Flipside, episode number 74. Coming to you tonight, representing comicbookinvest.com, CBSI. Got a couple guys with me and got a good show. Guys, introduce yourself.
Dino, Forgotten Five Comics. That's all I got to say tonight.
It's not all your cats got to say.
Yeah,
I know,
dude,
right?
your cats are going at it back there.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy. Maybe this show will just be the cat show. Let's see what I can do over here.
Cat lady show.
The cat lady show. I don't know why they're so out of focus right now, but my high-speed internet.
All right, well, I'm Scotty Too Hottie, also from Forgotten Five Comics. My cat's currently sitting on comic boxes, so not going crazy though.
I don't know which is better. What's up, everybody? This is Brian. Free Agent Frenzy has been awesome. Super stoked that the Rangers picked up the bread man. Makes me excited to be a Rangers fan again. So
I can't believe the Devils got Subban.
I can.
Taylor Hall and Jack Hughes.
I think it's going to be so much fun to reignite that rivalry, man. 1 and 2 picks, 2 big free agent pickups, reigniting, the team dominance. Hopefully,
They got your boy too. They got Wayne Simmons too.
yeah, I know.
Who got Simmons?
Devils.
Really?
Yep.
I really was bummed out about that. I was hoping he was going to sign with the Rangers.
The Red Wings picked up Terry Filippo, so that was a good pickup.
Yes. As soon as I got a Simmons jersey, that's when he left Philly.
Yeah.
Simmons is dope though.
Same thing happened with Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I waited until they signed him to a 10-year deal to buy a jersey, and then they traded him a year later.
I can't believe those 10-year deals were a thing, man.
I know. I don't understand it because there was no way out of those contracts. Like,
Yeah.
what are you thinking?
That's it.
No, look at Franzen. Look at Franzen in our horrible Red Wings deal.
Speaking of contracts, it was Bobby Bonilla day.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
He got his, 1 point something million?
Yep.
And he still got 16 years left on that.
Yep.
That's wild.
Amazing. I wonder what he does with that money.
He probably lives off of it.
Well, he lives off. I don't think he really needs it. I think he does a bunch of businesses. So, but I think he probably invests in businesses.
I'll take $1 million a year.
Hey, I did want to share before we get into some pickups and things. One of our own, our co-host of the Bolo Show, Jack DeMeo, he has a GoFundMe going right now for his dad Bruce. Is unfortunately been battling blood cancer and been recently moved to hospice. So I'm going to put the link to the GoFundMe on in the description of this podcast. And so just CBSI taking care of our own. If you have the means to donate, we'll definitely appreciate it. And so I just wanted to share that and send her love.
Yep. Positive thoughts heading your way.
Yep.
I'll put it in the YouTube chat as well. Didn't want to forget that before we got the show rolling.
Jack's a good dude. We met him at Heroes Con.
We did.
Yeah.
Speaking of Heroes Con, sound like you had a huge fun time there.
Yeah, I did all right at Heroes Con.
I did all right, he says. So modest.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple big flips for myself. I sold a couple big books, Giant Size X-Men #1 and a Tales of Suspense 52.
Do you regret the X-Men sale?
No, I mean, I only paid $500 for it, so, and I sold it for $35. So,
and you, I mean, and it was a good dude too. I mean,
yeah,
he wasn't gonna flip it, or maybe it will, but
whatever. I mean, he put cash in my hand.
Yeah.
Was it graded?
Yeah, 9.2.
Wow.
Yeah. So
did you buy it 9.2 graded already?
No, I bought it raw.
Oh.
Sent it to the master.
Yep.
He did his work, and then a little Baltimore magic sprinkled on top.
Yeah, I'm hoping to hear from him soon. Got a box of my books sitting at his house.
So yeah, so I sold those, and which opened me up to pick up something that was pretty wild. I picked up the original art for the The Bad Who Laughs #6 cover from Jenny Friesen.
Wow.
So now she gives you 2 pieces. The first piece is this one, which is like just a straight line drawing on, plain white paper.
Mm-hmm.
And then what she does is she scans it, prints it out on this like gray paper, and then she does all the shading and the toning on that. And then when she's done with that, she scans this and then adds the color in Photoshop. So here's the actual cover of the book.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to get a 9.8 of that.
yeah, I mean, this one might be a 9.8. It's not an expensive book, so it'll be easy. I'm sure Slabbed Heroes has it, but
Are you gonna get the
sweet when it gets framed?
oh
Are
yeah,
you- You're gonna get it framed versus in the art slab or anything?
no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it framed.
Yeah, just get some conservator framing done, and
Yeah, I'm gonna probably put the book in there because it's actually like 1-to-1 size. It's just the book was kind of cropped the image out a little bit. I think that's kind of cool.
oh yeah,
But I mean, the details that she puts in on this,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
She chat you up for a little bit?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was there with Mike Morello. I helped him film the interview he did. So yeah, she's a great girl. She signs anything for anybody. Always chipper and happy, and doesn't seem like she's there for anything but the fans really.
And then what was she doing at Baltimore? She wasn't doing on-site original art, or what?
She doesn't do original art for any. She doesn't do like con sketches.
Mm.
She was only selling like original art for covers that she's already done.
Gotcha.
Or prints. She signs prints.
Yeah, she's got prints there too. Prints that she'll sign as well.
Does she do blank cover sketches?
No.
Nope.
Wow.
Now,
Does she do?
I think because of her process,
Yeah.
she just doesn't have the time to do it in a weekend.
Would she do a little doodle, like sign this and then a little anything, or just a signature?
I don't know.
I think honestly, I think she doesn't do any doodles. I think she just does her signature. Like when we were in Baltimore, she was just signing, and I saw her, and obviously I saw her in Heroes Con. I bumped into her when she's walking in, actually too. She was just signing all day. That's all she does.
Yeah. I mean, she'll sign whatever book you put in front of her
For free.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like she had 2 of those like portfolio books full of original art. So a few of the Wonder Woman covers were in there, some of the variant covers.
What were those going for?
Most of them were going for like $2,000, $1,500 to $2,500 maybe, like average of $2,000.
That's cheap,
awesome.
theoretically.
That is cheap, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, you get 2 pieces too. Like everything is 2 pieces. Like, so she doesn't split them up. So you get the like I said, you get the line art, and then you get the sketch variant, and then the line art.
Who else were you looking to get to? You're looking to get somebody else, weren't you?
Matteo Scalera.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't have money in my pocket before he filled up, so I missed the boat on that one. What's that? Did somebody just no?
No, that was my cat.
Oh, okay.
It's trying to eat some nerf.
Cats can talk.
Yeah, it's trying to eat some fucking some nerf things. So
yeah, I mean that was just a great experience. I mean, I can't believe that cover was sitting there. So I was just like, I saw it, and then I was like, I went back to the booth to get my money, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go spend.
One of the comments said, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it says in her interview when I think either it was Mike did it or Andy did it. She said she had someone in her ruin her for custom work, so that's why we do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think her process is different. Like she could probably only do a limited amount of stuff in the time frame, that a con would require. So I mean, I can imagine that you get one picky customer that wants something specific,
and you don't want to rush it either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, I mean,
She's probably sent it to somebody in Texas from Instagram.
And you know what? I bet you she was doing it for probably half the price that most of the other artists were doing it for.
Oh, I bet.
You know, she also did say like there was a guy walking around with a janitor cart with two or three short boxes on him. All this shit, and like literally like going up to, I think Jenny said that he almost broke her. Like he had a lot of books for her to sign, but she said that he did spend money on prints and other stuff. So
that's good.
It was, at least he made it worth her while. But I mean, he literally had a janitor's cart. Like it must have been what, 4 feet long by like 2 feet wide.
It's like, why would you even bring that?
Why would they let him in there with that? Like, come on.
It's probably collapsible like our carts. And
no, it wasn't. It was solid.
Was it? Oh, God.
Therapy cart.
Yeah, but I mean, Heroes Con was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't as crowded as we were led to believe it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, the crowd that was there was spending money. The biggest surprise for me though was everybody was asking for Golden Age. It was like the first con that I've ever been to where everyone was like, "Do you have Golden Age? Do you have Golden Age? Do you have Golden Age?" Which was kind of shocking and a little frustrating because we didn't have much. We did have an entire box of J. Scott Campbell books on the table, and nobody even looked at them.
Yeah. Well, we even had like a Tomb of Terror 15 and a Change the Chills 19 or whatever, and we had sniffs, but nobody was serious about it. So
yeah,
I mean, it's not like we didn't have like big boy books. I mean, so. Who's anybody next on the old?
I mean, I got a couple more pickups.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Sorry, my bad.
I wish Z was on because this kind of relates to him. I found a couple foreign variants.
You know, that's dope.
I didn't know what the hell they were, so I just picked them up. I gotta look and see what this is. I think this is probably a Spider-Man issue.
That's pretty awesome.
In the copper age, probably.
Yeah. Is it oversized?
No, it's normal sized. This next one's a little bit big. Spider-Man 361, although it says 555 on it. Again, don't know what that means, but
that's I've saw that before. God, I have an X-Men 94 upstairs.
I think in one of our other foreign shows, the guys were saying how it just kind of like mushed everything together, so that cover might not even have that storyline in it or the full one or something silly.
Yeah, I haven't opened any of these. This one was probably the neatest one I saw. Was
oh wow,
a Bats 251. I'm assuming that's German.
Yeah,
I don't speak German, so, but yeah, it's definitely an older one from '74. So I know Z said when they're that old, just buy them.
It looks in great shape too. I mean,
yeah, it's not bad. It's probably solid 6, maybe a 7.
Yeah,
but I thought it was pretty cool. And that's it. That's all I got.
Did I show
I did get one other thing that wasn't from the con.
Oh man.
Another Friesen thing. The Stranger Things variant they did.
Oh. Yeah.
So you got the book that's signed, and then a print that's numbered to 250.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Where was that from?
I think this was from.
I saw it. I don't remember what it was from either.
Whoever the publisher was, it was directly from them. Dynamite or
Dynamic Forces.
Dynamic Forces, it might have been. Yeah.
Hey, people are in the chat. I'm circling back to you, but they said like you didn't deal with Friesen directly, right? You had to go through somebody.
Yeah. No, for that piece, I had to deal with somebody else. I had to wait. She's got like a.
Is it like an agent or somebody?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's an agent that deals with it. So I worked a deal out with them. Took a little off the list price, so it was nice.
Very cool.
One of our new shirts you got on too?
Yeah, this is these just shipped out today.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, and basically all the lightning, the face, everything that's white will glow in the dark. but you got to charge it up with light first.
And then that's on CBSISwag.com right now.
CBSI Swag, yeah. We got this one. We got the Joe one and the CBSI Rock one.
Yeah, I should have wore the. I got the Joe one.
Yeah,
so.
the Joe one's dope too.
Yeah, I got
Emiliano's a beast at designing.
Yeah.
Create some nice stuff. So if you guys need a logo, check out Emiliano.
Cool. I'll go next.
I tried before I got on to see if it would show up on, but the monitor's too bright to pick it up, so I couldn't get it to work. So
you turn your monitor off, leave the camera on.
It wasn't showing up when I turned the monitor.
No.
I
got 2 pickups. Nothing groundbreaking. I got a So I got a Teen Titans 12 in just a 9.4. So I might be going hard on these. This is like I got a raw one and I got a slab one. So I'm gonna try to pick them up when I can get them cheapish. So I'm gonna start maybe collecting these and might go hard on them. We'll see.
That's the first Batman Who Laughs?
Yeah, first appearance of Batman Who Laughs. So Teen Titans 12, the Rebirth from 2017. So
I'd say stay away from the variant.
Yeah, it's weird. The variant
get cover A.
Yeah, it's really weird about that. Yeah, and cover like 9/8 are like what 400 right now, I think. $400 for cover A's. Like cover B is like 250. I picked this up finally. I've been waffling on it on a site for a long time, and I said I might as well just pull the trigger. So I went with some cool Golden Age, man. Out of the Shadows, number 10.
It's a weird one.
Yeah,
it's nice. The green looks bright.
Yeah, it looks really good, dude. And Nick Carty did some of the art too. It's a George Russo's cover. So
what's wrong with it that makes it a 3.5?
Sorry. The spine's like all
okay. The spine's all chewed up. Okay.
Yeah, the spine's all chewed up. But I mean, honestly, and there's a big,
presents well.
Yeah, it does really. I mean, for being a black cover, it's from Standard Comics from '53. Let everybody see.
So it's not that old.
Nah.
But I mean, still the colors on it are nice.
Yeah, I bought it. I don't see too many of them pop up. This is one of those covers that I don't know if it's on the list of pre-code, but it should be. It's just cool. Spider webs. I'm all skulls, spider webs, anything like that. Everybody loves it. So that's the.
I love how a lot of people or artists that are doing like Black Widow, they end up doing a spider web cover.
Yeah. I mean, spider webs and skulls. I you know what? You should see more of it come back. Really. I mean, I think it would be dope. But I picked up some hack books, but I didn't bring them down. It wasn't anything. It was like Doctor Who hack books I got for like cheap.
You're gonna be picking up hack books for the rest of your life.
I know. Oh, you were? Did you watch the last show?
I did not know.
Oh, George hooked me up with a personalized auto from Hack actually.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, yeah.
Dino, D-I-N-O.
Yeah, that's okay though. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go in there and mark a little 3 lines.
Are you good, Dino?
Yeah, I'm good.
I just grabbed a couple slabs. I had one, sold it, so I bought one back just with the rumors of the maybe. I figured tuck this away in a box, but I got the Detective Comics 850 for Sirens. So
that's kind of cooled off a little bit.
Reflection's kind of bad. Yeah, it was like 109 ship, so it was kind of
wow.
But
not bad.
That was like a $60-$75 raw book for a week.
Yeah, I'll tuck it away. They aren't that low on eBay right now, so they're maybe like 130. And then speaking of hack, I got a hack slab, Dino.
Oh God!
I didn't send you this link last week, so
you bastard.
I got a James Bond #1 from Dynamic Forces Dynamite
Let's see.
It's a Midtown exclusive.
I might have that one.
And the reflection's bad, but I don't know if I can do anything about the reflection. Hold on.
Here, hold on. I think I got it somewhere. Give me a second. I can.
Is that any better or no? That's
Yeah.
not my monitor off.
Nah,
No.
No.
I'm trying to work sideways.
But so I saw that online, and I think I shot the guy an offer. So I just thought it was cool.
What'd you pay for it?
Let's see here. Like about $60.
It's not
No,
bad.
it's not bad.
No.
Yeah, he did other ones too. I'll show you real quick.
Yeah,
I bought-
Midtown covers usually are overproduced.
I don't have them, but he did other ones from that James Bond Hammerhead. Is that Hammerhead series, right?
Do you have a long box yet, full?
Yeah, actually, no, I got a short box. Not long yet. It's almost there.
God damn, variant T. You really went all out on this one.
Yeah, it's hard to. He's got a lot of covers, dude. That's the real problem, man. I mean,
Got to pick a guy that had like 10 covers.
I know, right? Well, in the beginning, it was like, oh, it wasn't that bad, and then he starts doing everything. It was crazy.
So it's James. Let me see if I can kill this light. Hold on. No, it's there. We go.
There, yeah.
There we go. So
There you go. Yeah.
So it's James getting dressed on the bed, and then there's this redhead, this lady from last night, just kind of.
Now, was that the villainess or was that the
Sleeping off.
innocent girl he bangs first?
I think I'm gonna crack it open and read it, and I'll let you know next week. But that's all I got.
That's
I just picked up one book this week. It was $3, so I just pulled the trigger. It's the Arkham Knight GameStop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I got you. Here's like
Yeah,
there was a bunch of stuff here.
there you go. Arkham Knight GameStop variant. It's signed, and I guess
Who's the cover artist?
cover artist is Art Bear or something like that.
I got the orange one, dude. Is the orange one more coveted, or is that the big one? I got the orange one.
I don't know.
Have you seen the orange one?
No, this is I know that there was talk about it a while, but that kind of fizzled out.
Hold on, keep talking. I'll grab it for you.
Yeah, so it's a cool cover. It's just a video game cover. It's got the video game Batman guy and then the Tumblr in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, so $3, nice little pickup.
Nice.
But that's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad for $3 though.
No,
What did it go
no.
for?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I have no idea. Good question. Signed black cover book that is in really nice condition. It looked about a 9.8, 9.6. No, nothing on the spine at least, and it's a black cover.
I don't know. Gentleman, Bilbo's asking if he should hold or sell his CGC 9.4 first appearance of Batman Who Laughs.
It's a tough one, man. It's still we don't it depends upon how much you got into it, but what you're looking to get out of it. Really, I think it's going to be a hold, then definitely hold it. Like it's hard to say when should you sell a book. To me, if I can double or triple my money, then I usually sell it. You don't even think about it. So if you can't double or triple your money, then you should probably just hold on to it and see if it appreciates.
This is the one. I'm sorry. Maybe it's a regular cover one. Probably.
That's probably the regular, yeah.
Yeah, I got it for $1. I was like, whatever, dude. I'll take it.
Is there a
Let me see that again, Dino.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can't see it. I think it's probably direct. Yeah, it's probably #1 regular cover.
Yeah, I think that is the regular, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's what I was thinking of. So there's another one that's the gold power up variant, the same cover.
What's
What
that?
does it look like?
The one that Brian has here. I just randomly link.
Oh, foil. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the GameStop stuff, it is rare because, you got to have 1 million points to get something probably.
Yeah. Do people still go to GameStops a lot? You could just get the games on your consoles, right? Directly?
Yeah.
My daughter's been, speaking of games, my daughter's been begging me to play Minecraft for I don't even know how long. So anyway, I was gonna buy her the game, and it was like $35 or something through the Microsoft Store. Anyway, so I went on eBay and I bought a code for like $3, and it worked, and got the game. So like, there you go, babe.
So I guess I didn't see this. I'm looking at Slapped Heroes right now. It says Archie vs Predator 2, but I don't think it's a hack cover. Interesting. It says hack on.
He's probably gonna do like 6 of them.
Yeah, he says hack on the bottom, but he doesn't. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Just looking
This
at
isn't
things.
the hack show, Dina.
I'm trying to make it. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm scared. I'm gonna make my own podcast talk about Robert Hack all the time. Get like 3 viewers.
Your girlfriend should be worried.
I know, right? Pretty much.
Unhealthy obsession with Robert Hack.
He's got he's a hermit, so trying to get him get out of his house. Let's see. What do we got?
So we had a question from a viewer about when do you sell a book? Do you know, like when do you feel comfortable selling a book?
When do I sell a book? I guess it all depends. Are we talking like a spec book? Are you just talking like a key book? I mean, we could break it down.
That is the question, right?
There's
a lot of questions.
Honestly, I've done pretty decently selling key books. When there's like kind of like movie announcements. Like, remember I sold our first book we sold together was that Uncanny X-Men 26698. I got it for like $500. Yeah. I sold it for like 500 or whatever, $400. So I mean, if it's newsworthy or movie newsworthy for a key, I kind of tend to sell it then. I mean, look at I did really well on those Captain Marvels.
Yeah, I mean, if you could sell around the first trailer for movie spec, that's probably your best bet.
Yeah, I mean, other keys are just, I mean, if it's a, like you said, like a giant size X-Men one like you had, it's always liquid. I mean, those books are, it just when
ASM 300, like they'll sell anytime.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I usually do, and I usually, theoretically, right, we've all bought pretty low. It's not like we bought, Captain Marvel when it was a $400 book,
Well, I mean, trying honestly, to make that's how you make money in this game is by buying right.
Yeah, I mean, it's trying to squeak out $10 is never gonna work. But
you gotta sell it too. I mean, when I had all my boxes set up here, I missed all sorts of waves just from being lazy.
Yeah,
that's my middle name, man. Miss the dump.
Well, it's not even pump and dump. Like Tony said, like buying right at the right price too is just as important as trying to sell it.
I think that you grade any giant size X-Men.
You grade it.
Well, and then he was talking about
any book like that, even like ASM 300. If you got like a 5, a 6, a 7, just grade it.
Yeah,
you'll get a way better return on it.
Yeah,
books like that people want. They're looking for them as investments, not as
Z was saying too that book grades all over the place, so you can think you have one grade and it'll grade totally different. So,
I mean, giant size and square bound, you have to look at eBay sales too, because like my Doom Patrol 99 that I have that's actually at Scotty's house right now, it's a mid grade kind of beater maybe, but I mean if I slab it, it doesn't sell as well as it does raw. So you got to kind of pay attention to that too. I mean, you don't just slab everything. You got to really pay attention to some books that
It's the big books, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we were going to talk about was The Walking Dead, and it's funny it's getting brought up in the chat right as we're getting ready to talk about it.
So spoiler warning.
Yeah, it's funny because that book, I think I've been waiting for it to catch fire again, and now it's like the perfect opportunity to start selling that stuff. If this is the final issue, right now is probably your best time to start selling that stuff, right? People are going to get nostalgic. They're going to start feeling bad. You're going to pump
There's going to be probably another, I guarantee there'll be a movie or a TV show somewhere down the line.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed movies, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably going to be a universe type thing that, there's going to be a lot of content from it.
I mean, they made so much money, it has to be. And plus, I mean, and congratulations, Dan Piercy, for the first deleted comment ever on the YouTube channel. I'll give him something. I'll mail you something. I don't even know what I'm going to mail you, but I'll mail you something for it.
So yeah, I don't. So it was the other issues were solicited. So this is 193, and 94 and 95 were solicited. So the rumor is that Wednesday's issue is the last issue, and it combines all three issues into a thicker, like square bound book. And there's pictures are circulating of the letter that Kirkman wrote in there and things. And so I think I don't know his reasons, but I think he's going to focus maybe more on the TV show, unless that's dwindling too. But he's gonna, he's moving into the movie universe with Invincible and other properties. I don't know. Maybe he'll stick with a new comic series, or maybe he'll, I don't know, start a Fear the Walking Dead comic. I don't know. I don't think he could. Do you think he'd be successful if he started another Walking Dead universe or another something at issue 1?
He's already started it.
Well, he did with Oblivion Song.
No. I mean, like another Walking Dead title, but with number 1, like a Fear the Walking Dead spinoff, like they did with the show.
I mean, why couldn't he?
I don't think he'll write it. I think he's done with that.
Yeah, he's probably wants to move on from zombies, I would imagine.
You know what? If I was Robert Kirkman and I just got done selling, all those huge property rights for movies and making all this money, I wouldn't do anything for a long time.
Right.
I would go chill, man. Hang out, go enjoy that money.
Oblivion Song didn't end yet, right? I stopped. I have the books. I just haven't had a chance to read.
I don't know.
It just got optioned for a movie or a TV show or something.
We're still bad at this.
I used to read it, and it was just life got too crazy. So
yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they wrap it up. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't figure out a way to get 6 more issues in or whatever. A couple more issues in to hit that number 200 mark.
I saw somewhere that he had previously mentioned that he was going to end it at 193. Maybe it was, I don't know where. Maybe it was a joke, or thought to be a joke.
I mean, does anybody read it anymore? Like I know I jumped off at about 150.
My good buddy Kyle, who's actually in the chat right now, he reads it weekly, and he still loves it. I mean, it sounds like it's been written very well. The whole little thing where they shot, Rick, and I was hoping. I'm kind of bummed out because I was really hoping they were going to go like the route where now Carl becomes the main person, and Carl gets, friends Negan, and Negan and Carl start like, Negan kind of takes a fatherly role and that type of thing. But
yeah, I was hoping they were going to go that way too.
It'd be funny if this was just a huge troll.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
I think Oblivion Song is up to 17. Sorry, that was a little delay.
Yeah, something like that.
That's good though. I mean, remember when we first was reading Oblivion Song and they were talking about how they had all the story almost written out for like the last year. So at least they committed to that and did it right.
Yeah.
Well, they must. I bet they're past their initial, whatever they had, before they started.
In the bank, their bank or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think it's probably a good time to end before it gets, too stale and drawn out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only ride the roller coaster so long before it rolls off the rails.
I mean, in my opinion, Walking Dead #1 will be the, the book to have in this, whatever this modern age is. And I think it's the book that started the modern age.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean,
15 of our generation.
Yeah, it is the Walking Dead effect, man. I mean, look at every #1 that's been passed. Everybody clamors for every #1.
Mm-hmm.
So
every Image title, is the same thing. Like everybody wants that next, that next one.
Yep.
And then the issue #1, the big one to chase has the dark mature readers or the white mature readers.
It doesn't matter. They're both the same amount.
Yeah, I mean, I think the black one is like 1%, like more sought after. But I really doesn't. I don't think the numbers are are skewed anyway as to which one gets really higher.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like 50-50, like 3,500 of one, 3,500 of another, or something like that.
Yeah. I know it's not far off. Yeah, Comic Man Andy says the black was the more sought after one years ago.
Yeah.
Did they ever say why they did that? What caused that? I mean, what would the mess up?
It's just been a printer error, really.
Yeah.
I think it was a printer error.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll ever happen again because of the print run. I mean, the print run was only 7,000 for that book, so.
Yeah, I think it'll put some heat back on it.
Yeah, it should. I mean, there's only so many of them to go around.
The back issues and all that.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny to segue into from The Walking Dead into something kind of crazy that happened to me over the last weekend or last Wednesday. My buddy, who I do another podcast with, Absolute Geek, my buddy Kyle Stinson, his wife runs a bar here in downtown Phoenix. Cool little place. If anybody's ever in Phoenix, go check out Carly's Bistro on 2nd Ave and Roosevelt. So sorry, a quick plug for them. They do a Walking Dead trivia night. It was going to be their first Walking Dead trivia night on Wednesday night, and my buddy Kyle was going to run it, so I was going to go down and just hang out and, see how it goes. Well, on my way down there, I totaled my car, and it was funny because I think I told you guys a while ago that I had gotten to an accident a couple months back, and I had to get a salvage title. So because it was a salvage title, I didn't have any insurance on it, yada, yada. So I don't have anything to drive. Well, I think it's funny because we talk about mental health a lot nowadays, and it's good because we figure out ways to process these things better. I think that's a lot of problem for kids that are young. They don't know how to process these type of events, or they don't know how to process failures, or they don't know how to process stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
so you just
don't let them fail.
Yeah, I mean, things happen, and you just deal with it, and you can't wallow in it, right? So I kind of it was like the first time in a long time where that was one of my very first thoughts. Instead of just getting all bummed about it, I'm just all right. I'm just gonna figure it out. All right, here we go.
Happens, man.
I got all these books. Happens. Yeah, I got all these books. Let's turn these books into a car, right?
Now it motivates you to move them.
Exactly, right? So I'm contemplating. I'm definitely gonna be putting my email. Shop's going to be starting to get super filled. As a matter of fact, I was just going through books today, looking at the top 10 list, and I pulled out, some of the top 10 books, and I'm actually going to put those on after the show. Some of these Black Widow books that are getting hot, and for whatever reason, right? Just like Paul was saying earlier, where some of us are the kings of waiting on the set, right? We're terrible about this stuff. So I'm going to try and get these are going to be like the first books that I put up, just because I'm going to try and key in on the spec. But anyways, so that kind of rolls me into two things. One, there's different ways of selling out there right now that are starting to become very, very popular. And one of the ones that I'm very interested in is the live auction stuff that's going on over Facebook and stuff. And I'm going to take a dive in that pool. And I'm not sure, for the people out there that might be listening, or people out there in CBSI that, might have ideas on that. Let me know what you guys have learned, that type of stuff, or let's talk about it. Let's try and figure out, if that is the next wave where this hobby and the flipping part of that hobby is going, which I really think it is. I think
Facebook.
I think it's becoming, that's what it's becoming. It's becoming that G Plus network. Plus it's becoming a place where you can live stream events, and, these comic stores that might not be doing well, at brick and mortar shops can now start doing stuff live on Facebook.
Oh, they do auctions all day, man. I see it all the time.
Just be careful what you tell Facebook, because it tracks everything.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Like how do we know about that? We got to think about those are the things. So I'm contemplating to start really deep diving in, looking into that stuff. So if anybody out there wants to get in that conversation or try and start thinking about, or just give some pointers, that would be great. Let's put all our connected heads together and try and, if this is the next wave where this hobby is going, let's figure out a way for either us individually or us as a CBSI as a whole to jump on something like that.
I can't remember what Brian Wood had that eBay alternative site he was trying.
Yes.
Next time we get Brian back on here, I'll have to give him ask for an update.
Yeah.
See if it was worth it. Less fees, I think.
Yeah. Well, and I think that a lot of things are going that route with the marketplace. I know I spend a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace looking for things to buy and flip. So, that Facebook has the marketplace, and they have, it's just weird where our whole economy is going, not just, this hobby, but everything is going these weird routes. They're taking these sharp turns out of nowhere that are just catching. So I'm hoping that maybe we can jump on one of those. But so anyways, that was kind of one of the things. And I was going through old action figures to pull out, to put up too, and start selling. And it was just like synchronicity kicked in. And Matt DeVoe sent me a message showing me he had picked up a G.I. Joe figure, an old school Lifeline figure, which was the medic in G.I. Joe. One of my favorite all-time figures. He's just got the way he looks and the red and white, and it was carded. And one of the questions that he said, his card had a big, huge Toys R Us, tag on it from when it was at Toys R Us for $3.79. And he's like, he asked, he's like, I always wonder what, collectors, especially with like figures and stuff, do they care about those tags? Do they want those tags? Do they not want them? And one of the things that I told him is that was one of the first things that I saw on when he showed me that figure, is that tag. And it totally took me back to being that little kid walking down, turning that corner to that huge aisle in Toys R Us where there was just 3 3/4 G.I. Joe figures from like floor to ceiling on the whole aisle. Yeah, I mean, it was
planes and everything.
Oh, it was just amazing. And so that brings it to you guys. What do you guys think about stuff like that? Do you guys want those type of tags on there? I know that there's also like little specials you can do. Like one of the things on his Lifeline figure was the little advertisement in the case for the Special Sergeant Slaughter figure. Would you rather have the figure without that stuff? Would you want the figure with them? What is it you guys think is good?
I think everything that came with the original,
I agree,
should be on it. And I think the price stickers from the old stores are pretty cool too. Kind of reminds me like date stamps on books.
Yes,
it just gives them a little bit more like character, a little bit of individuality compared to like a blank one.
Yeah, they can still be in really good condition and have those tags on them. So I just thought it was really cool, and I'm sure that there's some almost kind of like Mark Jeweler variants and stuff. I'm sure that there's certain ones that are sought out. I wouldn't be surprised if the Toys R Us tag ones are even more sought out, or the KB toy stores or the Lionel Play Worlds. Or I remember by me, one of the two main places we would go to get G.I. Joes was Toys R Us, and there was a place out here in Phoenix called it was Gemco and Service Merchandise, and you could go get like old toys that weren't selling anymore. They would sell to those people, so you could go get them for cheap. So
was that like the Ross of toys?
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, and I think they sold other stuff too, but I could just remember going and get like the big vehicles for really cheap there and stuff. So and I don't know if there's anything like that for other figures or other things in the hobby, comics, cards, that kind of is the same way with the price tags, other than like you said, the date stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me personally, I think it's nostalgia wise. It's either I want the toy loose and complete, or mint in box, or still in box, or something.
Yeah. Well, I think that a lot of collectors right now don't care about whether less collectors now care about it being mint on card. And that's a weird flip that I've noticed lately. When I started collecting action figures, it was mint on card only,
Are they too expensive?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I never thought of it like that.
Maybe,
Even
maybe
with
the
like
loose
newer
ones are just
figures.
cheap enough that they can get more of them.
Yeah. Well, like you see people building those army, like they call them army builders. So like they'll buy like a ton of, stormtroopers and set up these huge stormtrooper armies and stuff. So maybe that's kind of a new thing too, with the internet being able to set up these huge dioramas or stuff. I don't know. But
there's a guy I follow on Instagram. It's pretty wild. He does G.I. Joe dioramas. I don't think I've ever showed you guys this.
I thought it was it not that Wayne Comics dude or Wayne?
No, it's like Mate Mar. I'll send a link as soon as I find it.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see a lot of people go crazy. What was I at? I was at like a toy show. And I don't know much about toys, but there's a lot of people there and they're real serious about their stuff, which I mean, that's cool. I mean,
I saw a YouTube video of a toy show, and there was one dealer that just had tons of G.I. Joe stuff. I mean, and it was funny because they like pan around and there's like not very many people at all the other dealers. And then they pan and they show the G.I. Joe dealer and there's just like, 1,000 people trying to get to him. It was funny.
Yeah.
Toys, those toys when we were kids, man, they've got a lot of value behind them just because of nostalgia. I think that more and more now these days they're more expensive than they've ever been, especially in very good condition. But raw or a mint on card, I think, is becoming less and less of something that these guys want. But yeah, let's hear from the listeners. What do they like? Do they like mint on card? Do they like to be able to pull them out and display them? They've got those really cool displays that you can display action figures with now, like the clear ones, or you can put like them in crazy stances or like in the air and posed all weird and cool. So
I saw when I went to a show, I saw a lot of people trading stuff too. Like, oh, I have this, and they're like, the community is actually really cool about it. Like, this guy needed something, and they found it for him, and say, oh, I have these, and I'll give you, I need some of these. Like, and it's like katanas or it's like knives or a gun. It's all the accessory trading that happens during the shows too.
Yeah. Comic Man Andy put the diecast Voltron as one I'm after these days, and it's funny you say that because that diecast one is the one that I've always wanted, and I just started searching for it on OfferUp. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye open for that diecast one, the old school one.
I just shared a link to one of his posts. Check his stuff out.
Oh, let's see.
He does some amazing.
Oh wow!
Let me see what I can.
That's crazy.
Check out his profile.
Mate
Mylar
on Instagram, MATEMYLAR.
Dino, if you want to share your screen or something and present
it. Yeah, sure, why not?
He does these amazing recreations of the box packages.
Yeah, so like that.
Yeah.
Like,
let's give him some love. Just follow him.
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy is a friggin' amazing. I've been following him for like a couple of weeks now.
Oh, that's badass. I wonder if he does green screen.
No. Because if you click on one of the posts and he'll show you like,
oh wow,
he'll show you some of them. He'll show you the process that he does, how he does it.
Oh,
like, everything is made up. Like he does everything.
I saw somewhere else that the explosions can be done with like mothballs and cotton balls.
It's cotton balls, yeah. He uses
LEDs.
cotton balls.
Yeah, with LED inside.
Yeah. And he like paints. I guess he paints it like black for the smoke.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
So
that
like,
so badass.
He's got like each post has a couple pictures on it, Dina. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, there you go.
So like that's what he's recreating, and then
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
So he did that one. Yeah.
And the Wolverine cover girl.
And then he did. I don't know.
And then that's a video like showing you the diorama.
Oh, that's badass. Yeah, big shout out to him.
That's fun.
I don't know how long it takes him to do these, but he's got 131 posts, and I think they're all different things.
Oh. Yeah, that is talent. That's very cool.
Okay, I'm trying to find something with like multi pictures in it so you can.
Yeah, that's very cool. That looks like a comic cover.
Yeah. It's. Oh, his screen's all messed up, man. Come on, man.
Definitely needs a new phone, but he takes these awesome pictures with that busted up phone.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do nowadays with
Oh,
phone.
look at all the LEDs right there at the bottom, all the cords.
Mate Mylar is his name, I think.
MATEMYLAR. Mate Mylar.
Yeah, straight out of Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, he's up in Halifax. Yeah.
I'm just clicking on a couple of these. Oh, it is. That's dope.
That's awesome. My favorite. He's got this one where like the two jets are coming in, like one on top of another.
Is it here, maybe?
I think it's
Sky Strikers.
No, go up.
Go up.
Goes up higher than that.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that's it.
Sky Striker and the Rattler. I remember as a kid.
Yeah, scroll through that one, Dino.
When I was a kid, the Rattler, I really remember that one well because my parents, I think it was for like my birthday or something. We had these two hall closets that were right next to each other. My parents go, okay, it's time for your birthday gift. You pick which closet you want, and there's a gift in each, and that's the one you get, and you can get the other one next year. So I picked the closet, and there was a Rattler in it. And my parents don't remember it, but that was one of my fondest memories as a kid.
I remember I had that thing when I was a kid.
The Night Raven, yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was one of my favorite things as a kid.
So one of the most prized figures and setups is the Night Raven because it has that extra plane, and then it had that cool little way that you would put the figures in the cockpit. Remember, the cockpit would drop instead of opening up.
Yeah.
Look at that bad boy. The old Rattler?
Yes, sir.
That thing was cool. I never had one of them.
You know what? We really didn't have too many G.I. Joe, like big G.I. Joe stuff when I was growing up.
I was primarily G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
So
there was real quick, the last little G.I. Joe thing that I'll talk about is I was checking out some posts on this Facebook group, and one of the things that came up with this post for this G.I. Joe Facebook group was the rumor at back in the 80s when they came out with the aircraft carrier, the USS Flag, that there was that there was a prototype version that a artist at Mattel, or Hasbro, that they built a floating one, and there's only one built, and it's his kids that got it. And I just thought that was cool to hear about those rumors and stuff, about these famed figures, or these, like the rumor about the rocket firing Boba Fett, or the Pimp Daddy Destro. And now you have this new rumor about one of the most prized possessions of any 80s kid, which was the USS Flag aircraft carrier, And I remember one of my favorite things me and my brother would do is, living in Arizona, a pool is almost a must when you have kids. And me and my brother would spend hours and hours with our G.I. Joe boats, the hydrofoil and the water moccasin and the hovercraft, and, making them float, figuring out ways you put styrofoam in the holes or something, So just fun things to think about.
There was a booth at the Heroes Con that had mostly G.I. Joe stuff, and a lot of it was in packages. Not mint, but they had the flag, and literally the box is 8 feet long, I think.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
Did you? One of the comments, Mark Otley says you guys should check out G.I. Joe Berg on YouTube. G.I. Joe Berg on YouTube. Let's see what he has to say about it. YouTube. Oh, let's see what he does. Oh, yeah. Missions and stuff, I guess.
That's crazy. Yeah, Nick L talks about the Cobra base. If he's talking about the Terradrome, that's one of the things I just got recently. I didn't get the Terradrome itself. I got the little Terradrome plane that comes out of the middle, and it came with the figure and everything. So I was pretty stoked.
Like the bubbles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's recreations of like shows, kind of like, but with characters. Like it's like stop motion, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't have the USS Flag, but I did have the Terradrome growing up. That was That was freaking cool.
Speaking of big play sets, have you guys seen that the Super 7, the Snake Mountain for He-Man?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh,
It's
it's
supposed to be
massive.
like 4 feet by 3 feet, I think.
Oh no! That's
It's
crazy.
I think it's like $700 or $800. Like
I sent it to
retail
Sean, and Sean said he didn't have enough space.
price. Yeah, no, that would take up his whole comic room.
That's funny though.
Sometimes I just have to tune into Unpressable just to check out Sean's setup, man.
Yeah.
What else? What else is
Popping. What's the hot spec book of the week? What are the kids buying on
I think
Wednesday?
the indie book is really
That Kanto.
yeah.
Kanto 1, Marvel Comics Presents 6, I think.
I feel I like you step away for like a month and you feel like you're completely lost. Like I have no idea what these books are.
I don't know either. I mean, I went to a store. I went to a garage sale this weekend and went to a store right by it, and all the top 10 books were gone. I mean,
I love it, man. It's like being when Wizard was big again, and you.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I got another little story from Heroes Con about the top 10. We're talking to a dealer, and I think it was Friday, so I think the top 10 released,
mhm.
and he was like, "Oh yeah, the book's on the top 10." And Tony goes, "So what top 10?" He goes, you know, the top 10. You know, all right, which one?" He goes, "Oh well, you know, if you don't know, then you know." He's like, "I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about, buddy." So he's like, and then Tony's like, "The CBSI one." He's like, "Yeah, that one." Like, yeah, we kind of know the people that write that.
Yeah.
We know Ben S.
Yeah, we actually know Ben S.
We know the top 10.
There's a couple of guys who come down that saw us. They love the top 10, man. They talk about it all the time. They look forward to reading it all the time.
Well, from his perspective, he said, you know, I've made a lot of money off that list.
Oh yeah, I mean, he digs through his garage. He's like one of those garage guys who has like 1 million books in his garage, and he's like, I know I have like 25 copies of those.
Nice.
So it was definitely CBSI is definitely getting a good foothold in the industry, I think.
Was that Elvine dealer at Heroes Con?
No. He usually does Cali shows. Usually,
That's why I figured West Coast stuff.
Yeah, he's a West Coast guy. We saw Nickel Spot Comics.
Yeah, a lot of the big guys were there.
Rocket Comics actually rolled through. They knew who we were. A couple other people.
Was Comic Kings out there?
No.
Did they ever do setups at shows?
I don't think so. I'm not for sure on that though. At least they weren't at here, and they never been at Indie. Was it Unknown Comics? Right, Scotty was there.
Yeah, I believe they were.
Yeah. But love it or hate it, my man. You know, for the top 10, Ben S has made a lot of people a lot of money.
Yes, he has.
But
and he doesn't get enough credit.
He doesn't.
He really doesn't. It's a shame. He's the mastermind behind it all.
Yeah.
But Comic Man Andy's like, he's right. You know, he enjoys the top 10 comments and the content that Brian and Jack put out. Those guys are killing it on all across the social medias.
Yeah, Brian's amazing. Simple Man Comics. If you guys
I don't know how he does. I don't know how he does all that content. Has a job and a family, and
I think he works a lot too for his real job.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I think he puts it together at night, like when the kids are to bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he's got 2 young boys too, so dealing with that craziness. I don't know how you guys do it with kids, Paul.
You just figure it out as you go along.
Yeah.
They're quiet tonight, Paul. What'd you do?
What kids?
Did you not?
Yeah, they were whipped. The baby took a very short nap, if she even slept at all. And then my daughter was out late last night with my mom watching some fireworks and stuff, and just hard today.
Run them ragged so they pass out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So I had a good time.
Hey, but, Mike's on the Mike Morello.
Oh,
what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. It was a pleasure. And it was honestly, we saw a lot of CBSI guys, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we got to meet a lot of.
Morello was there. A bunch of people were there, man.
Jack was there.
Jack.
I think
Andy was there.
Yep, Andy.
that's become the best part of cons. I don't have it. I mean, unless you're selling, but for me, going to cons isn't fun anymore. Other than just hanging out with a lot of people, you get to hang out with a lot of people you don't usually hang out with on a regular basis.
You don't like to go to buy, or you?
No, I don't.
I get the
yeah, cons out on the West Coast, man. They're not that good. They're
overpriced, right?
Yeah, way overpriced. 100% or more sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rocket Comics was telling me, we kind of just had a quick discussion. He was talking about how he liked our page and we liked his stuff, blah, 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 blah. But he was talking about like Walking Dead's still hot in California, man. Like all those Walking Dead books, people are just eating them up still in California.
I saw a lot of my sales, not of Walking Dead books, but a lot of my sales recently have been to California. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe because it's so cheap. I guess West Coast guys look for all the East Coast stuff because it's cheaper theoretically, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, a little less taxes here. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
A little cheaper.
Well, another thing that I also say about the Midwest and the East Coast that it has over the West Coast is you have more history. And what I mean by that is you have a longer lineage of people living in that area. Mm-hmm. So, like, one of the things that I love about going to the Midwest and East Coast is flea markets. We don't have flea markets like you guys have out in the West Coast. And sometimes you can find amazing stuff in in East Coast and Midwest flea markets. We don't have that out here. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess people moving west just dump their shit. They don't bring it with them.
Yeah. I mean, Paul, I didn't stop at that big flea market between us again, even though I drove right past it.
I've still never been there either.
You know what? Is that the one in Ohio?
Yeah.
So it's funny that you guys talk about that. That's exactly what made me think about this. There's a guy on YouTube. Shout out to Jabs family, JABS family. He does sports card stuff, and he goes with his brother to flea markets and buy sports card stuff. And he went to that huge Ohio one, and that blew me away. That thing is massive, man.
Oh, it's massive. There's like 185 shops in that thing.
And plus, it's too hot to do something like that in Arizona. I mean, it happens on a smaller scale in the winter, but too many people are like out enjoying the desert in the winter. You know what I mean? So it's too hot to do something like that in the summer.
They had like 2 or 3 when I was in Texas. They had 2 or 3. I mean, it wasn't like there was no comic books or cards. It was like other people's junk. But I mean, that's the other thing. Trying to get like good quality stuff at a flea market is the other big thing. I mean, I think we do well in the Midwest about it. But
yeah, and another thing is garage sales. Like you found that cool garage sale.
Yeah,
garage sales out here in Arizona they're very small and they're fleeting.
I went to one this weekend and it literally started at 9 o'clock. I got there at 9:15. There was already 20 people already there.
Jesus.
Books.
Estate sales.
Yeah, estate sales. I mean, the thing I didn't like about the garage sale I went to last time, it wasn't even the guy. It was the people at the garage sale. It was this mom and her 2 kids. And the mom was like on one side of the room and the 2 kids were on the other. And she was like, "Don't you want this book?" Like every book she would pull out, "You want this book?" It's like, let the poor kids just go through it, man. And it's like, and then she was asking people, and this would kill me the worst, asking people who already paid for the book, "Oh, where'd you find that book at?" And he's like, "Over there." He's like, "I wanted that book." It's like, it's not how it works. Not how it works. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, I had to deal with that the whole time. So I bought like 10 books because it took me an hour to get out there.
Look what Mike just said in the comments. Brian's away. He opened a box of 89 Don Russ with his dad for Father's Day.
Nice.
Find anything good in there, Mike?
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
89, was that the blue border one?
That was the red border.
Red?
With the
puzzle pieces?
White writing, yeah, the white writing. And they would have the airs with the stars and stuff. And
yeah.
Yeah, it's trash. It's junk wax, but the whole thing is just hanging out with your pops and opening them up and going through those players, and you know what I mean?
And that one had the puzzle pieces, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don Russ always had the Diamond King puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Scotty, you weren't here last week. Last week, I pulled a card on the air that looks like it's going anywhere from $250 to $500.
Oh shit! What was the card?
It was a Vladimir Guerrero redemption card for a signed rookie numbered to 99.
Oh shit!
And it's not even the card; it's the little template thing.
Yeah, the redemption.
Yeah, they get it in.
How?
Yeah.
From what year?
2019 Bowman.
Oh, okay. So, it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. If it's a redemption from Vladimir Guerrero, you
Oh
might be
yeah,
a
that's
little late.
fucked. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Did you send it in?
I haven't sent it in yet. No. I'm actually gonna probably put it up for sale on eBay. Well, you know what? That's a good question. Should I send it in, get the card, and then put the card up, or should I just put the redemption up?
Just put the redemption up because the card's only worth like half the value.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
Both up, see what they're selling for.
Yeah, I mean it was like $200, and like the redemption card was at $500 or something.
if you can't get it, if you can't sell it fast, I would say redeem it because it definitely has a ticking clock on it.
Yeah, because he just got the youngest player ever to get invited to do the home run derby. He broke Ken Griffey Jr.'s record by 4 months. So
he's probably going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Is that going to be his first Bowman card, or is that
no? So that's the problem, right? That's what me and Ben S were talking about. Is it's not his first card, but it's his rookie year card.
His rookie, yeah.
And which is crazy. I don't understand why people would like those more than their first card, but who knows?
So how would they ship that card though? Would they ship it?
They send it. Yeah, they send it in a top loader. And then they kind of like put a piece of like this weird tape over the top of the top loader, and then they put it in like it's packed well, really well.
My Saquon auto came in a magnetic a magnetic case.
Yeah.
So maybe that one would probably come in a magnetic guy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see.
Awesome. Good pull.
Yeah. Finally, right?
How much was the box?
So it's those Bowman mega boxes that everybody's going crazy for.
Okay.
They're only sold at Target.
I didn't see any in mine. I'm so mad.
You didn't see any?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very hard to find. I've been looking all over Arizona, and I've only found probably 10. But everybody's going crazy for them. They're selling for $40, as much as $40, $45, and you can buy them for $20.
Wow.
Because they come with a special pack where you get 5 cards that are a special refractor. They're called the Mojo refractor, and people are getting really good odds at pulling autographs out of these boxes.
Okay.
The Wander Franco autograph is selling for $4,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
and
wild.
Kid 19. Yeah.
We think comics are crazy. Cards are a whole nother level.
I can't get into it, man.
What do you do with your extra cards that are just?
That's a good question. That's a big deal right now for me because I got all these extra cards.
Like the commons and shit. Like for
the
set.
Yeah. I think
you really can't sell a set, can you? Like
no, I'm gonna sell them for probably like 5 cents a card to a card shop, and just offload them.
You could really get that much?
Sometimes 3 to 5 cents a card.
Okay.
I mean, as long as they're not a trash junk wax era stuff.
Like newer modern stuff though?
Yeah. Like modern stuff and then stuff from the 80s and back. Like 80, I'd probably say 85 and back in baseball, probably. Mike was saying that he opened up. Was it Mike that was saying or Andy? Mike, yeah. Mike was opening up the 89 Donruss box with his dad. That box only cost him $5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those cards aren't even, you can't save them for the best use for Tinder. Like fire Tinder.
How many cases do you think they made? Like 10 million of them?
Oh, easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Nick L says Magic the Gathering's still nuts now. Still.
Oh yeah, Magic is crazy.
It's gonna get even more crazy.
You think?
Yeah, with the shows and stuff they got coming, or all the craziness they got coming.
Magic's a cool game, man. It's really fun.
It is. I got a buddy who wants to start a podcast where he's got people around the country that don't know how to play Magic, and then they just start learning on the show. And I told him, I go, that'd be a great idea. You should do it. So, I mean, that might be something I would just look into because I never got into playing the game, but it looks cool as hell.
It's talk about a rabbit hole because, I mean, you could basically make whatever you want, like whatever deck you want, you can make. So like, you can literally spend months building a deck. It's wild.
Yeah.
Well, then
it can get expensive too, real fast. Because you have to like if you want to like have a card and make it be useful, you have to have like 4 of them in your deck. So you get a couple cards that are a few $100. Multiply that by 4. Yeah, Nick L says spent $30K on a deck, like
easily, dude.
I went to one like Magic night, and I was like, all right, let me see how my like $100 deck's gonna do. Literally, this guy he must have had like a $10,000 deck. He beat me in 1 turn.
Wow.
I didn't even know what was happening. I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, am I dead? He's like, yeah. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I got into those a while ago just for the art on the cards, and then
yeah, there's some good art on.
And then my crazy friend stole all of my cards. So.
Oh, awesome.
That's how I never
solve problems.
Yeah, Paul, we got to work on like who you pick to hang out with.
Yeah,
you should run them all through me.
Yeah, I mean, we really need to like screen your friends from now on.
Yeah, that was bad.
Anybody new you meet, you got to send some information out. We'll figure out if they're okay.
All right. Yeah, that was years and years ago, and I was still a kid living at home. I have no idea what happened. Turns out the kid had schizophrenia. I found out later in life. So he supposedly went to a show or a card shop and for a tournament or something, and then that someone there stole the cards. I'm like, who freaking knows what the heck happened? Mm-hmm. But yeah, Dino wasn't there to warn me.
Oh, that happens, man. I mean.
Oh, Jesus. All right, you guys want Paul's problem and call it a night?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I thought I told this story, but apparently not. So I'm going to actually check it off this time. But I was at a gentleman's club where gentlemen go sometimes, and back before I was married and all that good stuff. But I went up to the stage and I placed my dollar with all the other dollars, but my presence wasn't noticed, so I didn't get anything. So I'm like, all right, I'll take that dollar back real quick. So I swiped my dollar back, and then we went back to our table and just hanging out and walking around, and then this guy came up to me and he puts his hand on my shoulder like, saw what you did. Like, what are you talking about? He took that dollar back off the stage from whatever the candy, whatever the hell. And I was like, yeah, I did. He's like, I'm a chunky fat kid with, a nerdy kid with glasses. So he didn't take me out back and beat me up, which he could have for $1, but whatever. So he was like, I think you should really just go give it back to her. So she was sitting on some other guy's lap. And I was like, all right. So I went up to her. I'm like, here, I owe you this. I gave it to her.
$1.
Oh my God. Only you would take the dollar back. I could see it going in your head like, well, fuck you. You didn't come say hi to me.
Right. Yeah.
You ain't getting the dollar, no.
That's right.
You see, that's your problem, Paul. You gave the dollar too soon.
Yes.
You gotta make her earn it first.
It was at the end of the show. I gave it too late, actually. That's why.
Was it a bouncer that came up and talked to you?
Yeah, it was some guy. I don't know.
It was the bouncer, dude.
It's definitely a bouncer.
Yeah, he's like, dude, that's not gonna happen.
Or some of the girls have dudes that watch out for them.
Yeah, I mean,
that might have been her John, or no, basically her pimp, basically.
Her pimp.
Could have been. The glasses get you out of quite a few situations sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna bust their knuckles up for $1.
I know.
Oh man, I
hope
can see
not.
you just being like, "Yeah, I took that back." What's it to you?
Yeah, it's like, what, you want to
Bitch
split it?
ignored me.
What, you want to split it?
Cute.
Oh, you're killing me, man.
I think I want to go to a strip club with Paul because you have some interesting
A strip club / casino.
casinos. I could do. I've already done that with you. I just won't. I'll tell you what. I'll go to the casino, but I won't gamble.
Right.
I'll just
Right.
watch.
We'll
I'll watch you destroy everybody else's time.
Yeah, that's happened before.
You split kings.
And he was splitting everything.
Splitting up. Oh man. All right, that's all I got.
That was one of the best Paul's problems yet.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Cool.
I love it.
All right, boys. Great show for us.
For a shorty.
For a short staff. All right, boys. As usual, next Monday night, hopefully the crew's back. Maybe Z, maybe Wood, maybe Ben S. So next Monday, we'll see everybody. Great show, everybody.
All right, later.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Later.